Veterinarian David Graff is taking your pet health questions right now, so give us a call. Deb is on the line from Dyersville, and I believe, Deb, you have a housebreaking question?
Yeah, I have a 3 to 4 month old Jack Russell mix, and I thought he was potty trained. It was like a week to a week and a half, and he hadn't done anything in the house. Now all of a sudden he's having accidents all over again.
Okay. A couple of possibilities. He may have developed a urinary tract infection, though it's rather rare in a dog of that age, or he just may have lost his housebreaking training, and that happens a lot too. So go back to basics. Take him out to the same place in the yard every time. Give him a verbal reward every time he does the right thing at that spot in the yard, and do that over and over until he's retrained.
Okay. David is honoring Halloween with a black cat in the studio, and it was interesting. We were chatting here before this segment, and you have a great black cat story in baseball.
Yeah, this is Skittles. It's in honor of the World Series, and for you Cub fans, it's a little known fact that in 1969, when the Cubs had an 8-game lead over the New York Mets, at Shea Stadium, a black cat came into the stadium and circled Ron Santo. And it was after that that the Cubs... And
it was all over?
It was all over. And the rest of the story, the Mets went on to win the World Series that year.
Well, hopefully Skittles can reverse the curse on the Cubs, even though they're out of it this year. You say you're seeing, and I was surprised by this, that you're seeing a lot of cancer in your office now. Yes.
Cancer is very common in both dogs and cats. And the most common cancer in female dogs is mammary cancer. And that can be best prevented by spaying before they come into heat. It's better to spay and not go into heat. And this actually is as close as you can get to 100% prevention of a cancer. Because the incidence of mammary cancer in a dog that's spayed before they go into heat is very, very low.
What about male dogs?
Male dogs, I just saw a dog today, a male dog with prostatic cancer. And that is best prevented by neutering. Oh. If you neuter your male dog, it'll help prevent both prostatic and testicular cancer.
It's not just a way of reducing the unwanted pet population, it's a way to prevent cancer.
That is correct.
That is fascinating.
That is correct.
I think Jessica is on the line. Jessica, you have a question?
I have a cat that's 1.5 years old. He's been getting really sick. He's had a lot of diarrhea lately. He's making very loud noises before he goes to the bathroom, and he's real sensitive afterwards, doesn't want anybody to touch him. I'm not sure what might be wrong with him.
Okay. He could have parasites. He could have a diet problem. You might have him checked at your veterinarian, and if you can, take a fresh sample with you when you go.
Okay. Speaking of diet, is pumpkin good for a pet? Because I know some people who feed their cats, you know, even some candy once in a while. A good idea or not?
No, not a good idea. The number one problem we see in both dogs and cats is obesity. What a country. We live in a country where we have so much money that we can afford to overfeed our pets. Yeah. So I discourage against giving food treats to pets because of the obesity problem. Okay. I'm more in favor of rewarding your pet with praise.
Okay. And remember what Bob Barker used to say, have your pet spayed or neutered. It prevents cancer.
It does. Good plan.
David Graff, thank you very much for the tips. Tomorrow, our expert of the day is psychologist Dick Sockwell.